ready.
You want to buy a CD?
How much is it?
$20, man.
$20 for Turk. Hold on, let me pull up.
Lowe's, I steam round at the trailer park. Man, before it come down to that, man, I'm coming back to that jungle and pick that yeah back up, man, and get it how the I live, man. I real ain't going out like that, down like that, down. No, I steam round that.
Yo, Michael T. Porter here. Welcome to Rooted in Music TV, where everything that we talk about, everything that we discuss is rooted in music. As you can see, one of the legends. I mean, Turk is a legend, bruh. Turk, Hotboy, Turk. My nigga, like when I get things straight, I'm gonna do a feature because well, one thing I'm gonna point out before I get into the Turk and BG, when you see a rapper doing bad, I'm gonna give y'all some game from a wise man, from a king, I'm gonna put y'all on game. If you guys see a legend, but even though he's a legend, he's not hot right now. So in other words, he's a legend as far as the stuff he did in the past and his contribution to hip-hop. Talk about Turk. Turk is a legend as far as the things he did in the past and his contribution to hip-hop and music overall. He's a well-known name. He's articulate. He's putting in work for Cash Money, putting in work for New Orleans, his love for New Orleans. I got love for New Orleans, a New Orleans native. I'm a semi-native. But when you see a rapper doing quote-unquote bad, they're performing, this is your opportunity to help them. If you really love music, I love music. Like once I get the cash, I'm gonna start hitting up boots, start hitting up all these niggas, because right now they're doing bad, which means that you can get on the verse with a legend. Don't kick a man when he's down. This is a legend. Y'all write this down. Write it down. The king is speaking. King Michael speaking. If you are in the music business, you're an artist, whatever, and find a way to get some money, because if you see a legend doing bad, the reason why you want to build rapport and help them by getting on a feature, you give them money, pay for a feature, they're still legends. Just by you having your name on there, it's going to give you some clout. You getting the clout off their freaking name, and they're getting paid. In other words, right now, Turk should be doing a lot of features with upcoming artists. Turk should be putting out the best music possible with new artists, because he's still a legend. This tour, a lot of people were kicking him when he's down. He said, I have a Lowe's and Walmart tour. This man is on his grind. A lot of people look at it as he's falling off, and other people will look at it as desperate. Some people look at it as like, this is innovative. You know, innovative meaning he's being creative. He's taking his legendary status and going around the people in New Orleans, going around, I guess BG says he's performing in trailer parks, but wherever the case may be, he's still a legend. This is the opportunity for upcoming artists, and this is an opportunity because upcoming artists don't have the ego. They're just in other words, the upcoming artists and BG, the upcoming artists and Turk, they're both desperate. The upcoming artists are desperate for clout, like I said, and Turk is desperate for money. They can work together, because big artists, they're above it. They're not gonna, have Turk, because they, I guess, a very huge artist who's hot. Let's say hot, meaning Future, Drake. They're hot and they're legends. Even though Drake and Turk, they're both legends, Drake is still hot because he still got the machine and the labels behind him to push his music. Turk ain't got that. But this is why, if you're an artist, now move on to the next thing, and you see a legend in the street and they still trying to get involved with music, go ahead and pay for a feature. Pay for as many features as you can, because when that artist finds a way to get back into that industry, I think Turk is he's on the fence. Turk is only one toenail, one step away from being back in the majors. Turk, if he's a genuine ass nigga, he's gonna remember all these people that cut deals with him, feeding his family. We feed Turk's family, and you get to able to record with a legend. Now, if you really young, you probably don't know Turk, but a nigga like me, shit, if I catch that nigga Turk out in them streets, hey nigga, I got 1,500 right now. Let's go get in the studio. Okay, if it's rocking again, like, hey, look, holla at me in about 3 weeks, or holla at me in 2 months. I gotta re-up this money. I'm gonna do another verse. I'm gonna do something else with you. Turk, this actually pretty genius in my opinion. And I'm gonna get on BG real quick, because BG needed his ass whooped for what he just said. I don't know if y'all caught that in the video. I want y'all to pay attention to what BG said. But Turk is out here, and I really respect Turk's old lady. Based off what Turk is saying, she's been through this man thick and thin. She has been more solid to Turk than the Hot Boys, according to Turk. She's been more solid with him and held him down more than Birdman, held him down more than BG, Juvenile, Lil Wayne. And Lil Wayne has money. I don't know why Lil Wayne won't help this man. There's a lot going on in the Cash Money. I might do a podcast. I might do a long video about the Cash Money. That's one of my favorite groups outside Bone Thugs and other groups. But what Turk is doing is genius. So once again, if you see Turk, try to get a verse with him. Even if you got paid for studio time, he's a legend. I'm telling y'all, if you a youngster and you see Hotboy Turk, based on what I've seen on the interview, he's a genuine dude. Help that man feed his family. Help him whatever he's trying to get going. I don't know what he's trying to get back into music or whatever he's trying to do. This is a legend. And if you see another big name that's a legend and they trying to do this, help them out because they are closer to the industry and they can help you out. If you feel they are genuine, right? Scratch the legends back, they're gonna scratch yours. And even if he doesn't get back to the majors, you got a record with Turk. You got a record with it. That's how I'm looking at it. Do a whole bunch of projects with this man. He can get on his feet. Hey, he's closer to the industry than us. Give a nigga a shout out. Even if it's just a shout out. Even if he can't bring you on and get you signed, just give a little bit, like I said, clout. Clout. Pay for that goddamn clout. You gotta pay for that clout now. Ain't nothing free. You gotta pay for that clout. So, BG said something in that little clip. He said, yeah, man, he said he going now bad. He said if it was me, I'll go back to the jungle and pick up that yapper, that chopper. BG is put in place to push the streets, to push destruction, because there's no way that you just did 15 years, my niggas. Not like BG, I like all the Hot Boys. There's no way you're advocating for your brother. Y'all all did time. I think Juvenile, I don't think Juvenile's the only one that didn't do time. But Juvenile was older than everybody. There's no way, BG still on them drugs, I think. Don't quote me, I don't want no defamation. I think BG still on them drugs. There's no way, BG, there's no way in your right mind that you just did 14 years, my nigga, and you're advocating for your brother Turk to go pick up a gun. Did y'all hear what that nigga said? He said, you going now, babe, that couldn't be me. He said, I gotta get it how I live. It sounded good in 94, my nigga. It sounded good. It sounded good before you just did 14. But he just advocated for his brother Turk to get back in the streets. That's what BG just did. Saying that the man is doing bad. He would rather go pick up a AK-47 and start robbing folks, robbing drug dealers, versus getting it out the mud, just doing it the right way, legitimate, with his baby. So what BG just said, what Turk is doing is lame, is wrong. To be out there with his girlfriend, to be out there with his wife, who's been supporting him from the beginning. It's wrong for him to put up a plan with his old lady and to do something positive and stay out the streets and get some money. However, see, BG's way of getting how you live is only the streets. Getting how you live meaning whatever occupation that you involved with, that's continue to do it and do it at the highest level, right? That's what getting how you live mean. It's not always the streets. If you're a hairdresser, you getting how you live. You living the life of a hairdresser. Go get that goddamn money. Getting it how you live. You living like a bus driver, get the most money out of it. Get up every day and you keep grinding and you keep grinding. You getting it how you live. You living the life of a bus driver. So keep getting it. Now getting how you live really is originating from the streets. You getting it. If you a drug dealer at the highest level. Get all that goddamn money. Grind till the sun comes up. Right? But at y'all ages, why are you advocating for BG? You pretty much saying what Turk is doing is lame. BG's pretty much saying, man, I'd rather go get me a gun and get back in them streets after doing 14 years, nigga. Are you crazy? I think it's them drugs talking. But y'all flood my comments. What do y'all think about Turk performing at trailer parks and Lowe's parking lots in order to feed his family? Shout out to Turk's homegirl for holding him down. Shit, if we have more black women, that's a story for another day. We have more women like Turk's old lady, the hood would be okay. And we gotta think about BG saying he would rather pick up that AK rather than doing something positive, doing something legit. I'm gone.